Hey everybody, welcome back to King Kong Rong's Kitchen. And this is actually the first cooking video. If you want to check out our first video, it was a unboxing. But today, since this is our first cooking video, I wanted to start with something classic. And this will be kicking off a couple, I guess you could say, series of videos on Thai cuisine. So for our first video, I will show you how to make my version of the classic Pad Thai. Now, it's a very quick dish. It should take about maybe half an hour or so to make, maybe less, depending on what kind of ingredients you have. But the first thing you will need to do is get your pad thai noodles. These are flat rice noodles. You can get them at just about any Asian food store. I got this at my local Stop and Shop, so you might even actually get this at your local supermarket. But either way, once one packet should be enough. You simply put it into a pot of boiling water. Now, you don't want to cook it fully. You just need it to go maybe 8 or so minutes, just so it's softened up, because it's going to be put into the wok later. It's going to be stir-fried with all the other ingredients. The next thing you're going to do while this cooks is make the sauce. Now, a traditional pad thai sauce has a few classic components. We need 3 tablespoons of fish sauce. Fish sauce is very pungent, very salty, but it adds that very unique and authentic Southeast Asian flavor. One tablespoon of soy sauce. Five tablespoons of brown sugar. Yep, just gotta get it all in there. Now this one might be a little tougher to procure, but it's 2 tablespoons of tamarind sauce. Tamarind paste. You need 1 and 2. 2 tablespoons of tamarind. So again, it has a very unique flavor profile. And then I use 1 tablespoon of sriracha. You can use cayenne too if you prefer. But I like sriracha because it's got a little vinegary, a little sweet taste to it. As you can see, there's a theme of sweet and savory, along with some sour and spicy. And then all you got to do is stir it. You got to make sure the sugar dissolves. Great. And make sure it's nice and smooth. And then you just let it sit, let it set aside. All right, so now that we've got that done, now we've got to heat up the wok, which I'll do in a second. And then you have your choice of, vegetables and proteins. Me, I like, and you know what, let's pan over to the wok. All right, in the wok, you're going to want to put in a couple cloves of minced garlic. Love to hear that sizzle. 1 bell pepper, thinly sliced. Woo! Turn the heat down. A little sauce. Let it cook for a few minutes. what I like to do is I'll put the egg, I'll put one egg, two eggs, and then just beat it in the wok. Let it scramble and absorb the pepper and the garlic. There we go. It's starting to cook. You just break it up as you go. And by now you should be ready to put in the noodles. Take a few noodles at a time. I dropped a couple strands, but that's okay. Give it a stir. Now you might be wondering why I didn't dump it in a colander and then put it in the wok. It's because if I put it all at once, then it'd be harder to incorporate all the ingredients within the noodles. It's just like a mass of noodles. So this takes a little more time, but I think you'll find that the components are more easily distributed. Okay. And if you notice, this is a dinosaur head. My wife works at a museum. Great for noodle scooping. Now we can put in the sauce. Stir it around for a bit. All right. Now while that's cooking, I've got these large shrimps. One detail that I'll mention now is make sure you cut a slit on the top and take out the vein to clean out the shrimp. One of my favorite ways to prepare the shrimp is to have a little bit of flour, dredge it, and then I'll put it in a fryer so it cooks nice and crispy. Again, you do not want to. Okay, so now we've got the sauce, the noodles cooking, we've got the shrimp. The shrimp should only take a few minutes to cook. They cook really quick. While that's going in, the next component for pad thai, bean sprouts. Again, just toss through. Incorporate all the ingredients in. Now, for some of my favorite bits, we're almost done. There's about a cup, or more like half a cup of peanuts. Toss it right in. Yeah, see, they're getting a nice little crunchy skin to it. And then let it fry till it's a little golden brown. Okay, now let's finish this. Typically, what I like to do is chop up some scallions. I'll toss in some scallions. My other favorite component is coming up. I mean, I have many favorite components. This is one of my favorite dishes. Okay, next part, cilantro. Oop. Cilantro. Generally want about a half cup of cilantro. And now let's check on the shrimp. Okay, now let's plate. We got the noodles with just about everything in there. We have our shrimp. We have our lime wedge. And there we go. It's my version of shrimp pad thai. Let's get under the phone. Let's get our lime wedge all over. We get our shrimp. Ooh, it's piping hot. Now all the flavor is in the head. If you've ever had shrimp head before, you're missing out. Let's break it open. There'll be plenty of juices coming out of there. Ooh, nice snap. See, the meat cooked through. It only took a couple of minutes for the meat to come out well cooked. Nice. I'm struggling because it's hot. Mmm. Terrific. Cooked through. No shrimpy flavor to it. I mean, it's got a shrimp taste to it, but you know what I mean? It's not like salty, like shrimpy. It's got its own unique flavor to it. The pad thai has that, sourness coming from the tamarind, a little bit of the heat from the sriracha. Although I think I could have put some more. Maybe I'll add some cayenne next time to give it even more heat. But it's got the sweetness coming in from the sauce, the savoriness of just about everything that's in here. And you got egg, you got peanuts, you got cilantro, onions, bean sprouts. Terrific. One more bite. All right. Well, that's that. Hope you enjoyed this episode of King Kong Rong's Kitchen and seeing my pad thai and that amazing large shrimp that went in there. I really like making this dish. Again, it's fairly simple. The only thing is, if you don't have access to things like tamarind paste, that's all right. Just use like rice vinegar to substitute it. You're really just looking for the acidity um, that the tamarind paste provides. You'll miss out on tamarind flavor, but that's fine. This is it's a very versatile dish. So if you don't have shrimp or you don't like shrimp, you can use chicken, you can use tofu, you can even use all of the above. But again, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like and subscribe. I'll be putting out a couple more Thai dishes. But if you have any suggestions on dishes for me to make, feel free to leave a comment below. Until then, see you next time.